This is Maya. Maya's a spider monkey, and Maya was actually found in a garbage dumpster in Los Angeles almost 20 years ago. When Maya came to our rescue zoo, she was in pretty bad shape. We had to care for her medically for over 6 months, giving her shots every day to get over pneumonia and many other things. She's never going to grow up to be a normal-sized spider monkey, the kind you see at most zoos, because when people have these animals as pets, they don't feed them right. They think it's cute to feed them ice cream and potato chips and soda pop and pizza, and they never grow up to be big and strong with strong bones. But that's okay. Maya is going to live a wonderful life here as an ambassador, traveling to school groups, teaching kids about conservation in the rainforest. This is Maya. She's that little monkey you saw on the Tonight Show with Julie. And this little, oh, look at that. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is something that's absolutely awesome for you guys to see. Do you think she cares? Not one bit. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that happened. They call us glorified fecal engineers. That's my true title. Monkeys are set up by nature to be seed dispersers. They're set up by nature to eat the fruit, seeds and all, right? So when a monkey eats an apple, they're not eating around the core and tossing the core away. They're eating the whole thing. Seeds get processed in their belly, and as the monkey's swinging around, seeds are coming out the other end, right? They're planting trees. That's their job. Their job in the forest is to disperse seeds as far and wide as they possibly can. It keeps the diversity of the rainforest, okay? Yeah, yes, there's pee on my arm now, yes. Yeah, I heard you go there. Oh, yeah. We get peed and pooped on, that's all there is to it. These guys are set up by nature to go to the bathroom everywhere. So you can't potty train them. You can't put diapers on them. They got thumbs. You can't teach them to go someplace because they don't even know it. They just go wherever they happen to be, as you just saw. She belongs in the rainforest of South America. This is one of the coolest monkeys in the world. Spider monkeys don't even have a thumb because all they do is swing. They've just got these big old 4 alien-looking fingers. Look at those things. And they don't have a thumb. Basically because it would get in the way. They're just swinging, they're just brachiators. And then what else is she hanging on with? Coolest tail in the jungle. No other monkey has a tail as cool as the spider monkey. It doesn't even have any hair on the bottom of it. It's all calloused on the bottom, like your dad's finger, all hairy on the back and calloused on the bottom. And they can literally use this tail for anything. Now, a lot of monkeys have tails that can wrap around branches and stuff and help them climb, but the spider monkeys will actually use it to grab fruit, nesting material. I've seen her scratch her head, pick her nose. Yeah. Not only dads are that gross. She could really do anything with this tail you could do with your finger. It's that important. But you know what they used to do? Right here in California, there used to be a couple breeders of spider monkeys in Fresno, and they used to cut the tails off for the people so they could put diapers on them. I know, right? It's like this is just crazy. It's like another hand. It's another limb. It's everything to her. Now, she does have thumbs, but they're on her feet. So when she finally does stop, she can go off that way. See, sometimes people think they're going to make a wild animal like this into a house pet, and it never works out. And when they figure that out and they don't want to get in trouble, many times they dump them. Maya is not alone. Many, many animals are abandoned because people thought they were going to make them into wild pets, and it never works.
Many primates are endangered, and one of the reasons that they're endangered is because of the pet trade. And unfortunately, this little guy got left in a dumpster about 18 years ago. Hey, Maya, come on over here. Oh, you want the jicama? That's for the other animals. I'm going to move this over here. And fortunately was found, was rescued, and even though she's got some disabilities, she's not able to fully extend herself. These are the most acrobatic of all the apes in the rainforest. Yeah. But unfortunately, she's still able to move around, but you can see she's a little more scrunched up than most.
I didn't think you could. Can you buy these monkeys? Or are they always illegal?
It's always illegal.
Well, how do you get them in the country?
You can get permits if you're a professional organization and all that. But basically, we get so many of our animals from calls that people say, "Well, I thought it would make a great pet, but." Yeah. And unfortunately, that's what happened to both of them.
Now, it's the primate population. Are they in decline now? Are they becoming somewhat endangered?
50% of primates all over the world are in decline. And it's because of habitat loss, the destruction of the rainforest. Basically, most primates live, about 90% of primates live in the tropical areas around the world. And so we have to stop that habitat loss. And the thing that people can do most is just make sure that you not only support organizations that do save habitat, but also just make sure when you love animals, you don't need to have them. You just need to protect where they live in the wild and educate other people about what they can do.
Well, let me ask you, could an animal like this ever go back to the wild?
No, certainly not one that has been raised, as a pet. They've lost their instincts, and as we talked about even with the caracal, people do things for them and teach them to trust people, and those are totally different behaviors than living in the wild and having to watch out for predators.
I guess my question, would other animals, it's always one of those things, I've said this to you before, like with birds, when you're a kid, you find a bird, try not to touch it if you put it back in the nest because the other birds will reject it because a human has touched it. Would that be the case if an animal like this went back? Would the other monkeys sort of stand off?
Well, in a lot of cases, they won't even know how to socialize with them. Okay. So the communication, not all is learned from birth, So these animals, they learn from their parents. These little guys actually live in huge family groups.
Yeah.
They live with aunts and uncles and siblings and offspring. Okay. And the father takes care of them. So, it's a whole social structure. These guys are really, really smart. But you can't just say, well, because we want you to be there, you're going to be able to survive. So, my bottom line is these are not pets. If you love animals, take care of where they live, and we can do something for them.